Hey you all, it's your girl Ashley Rochelle coming to you live from Ashley's Corner. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you love our wonderful new setup. It's been a little while. I've had the setup done like 2 videos ago, but the lighting and the camera work, I could not personally get it together correctly. So I have my wonderful, amazing camera slash tech man right here, my son Josiah. Say what's up, Pop. Hey. Thank you, Pop. But we're here back in full effect, and thank you again for tuning in. I know my belly's looking real roundish and full, but that is because our family once again is expecting, and I am so ecstatic. We are going on baby number 4, and we have a third boy on the way, and we already have one little girl. So I'm very blessed. I'm so happy. I'm thrilled, and I just hope that you all are feeling the exact same thing. You can hear a baby girl over there in the corner, but thank you again for tuning in, and we have a really great conversation to discuss. So,
This video is sponsored by the Grandbrothers ASL YouTube channel. Oh, and I forgot to tell you to like and subscribe to our channel. Now go back to your regular programming.
so in this video, I am going to talk about manifestation, the laws of attraction. Have you ever heard the phrase that like attracts like? Yes, many of us have. But how many of you have also heard the phrase that bad attracts bad? You literally attract everything that you think of. Your thoughts become things. Your thoughts become reality, whether you want them to be or not. Your mind is not an autopilot, and this is something that we, especially in our community, need to control. We can all be in such a better, positive space within our lives if we truly learn how to attract what we want in life. So the first thing we're going to do, because we want to get rid of it, is attracting negativity. Yes, we all literally attract negativity into our lives on a daily basis. Have you ever heard the story about the 2 people who are diagnosed with cancer? But 2 people can have completely 2 different outcomes. How, you ask? By changing their thought process. 2 people are diagnosed with cancer. However, one leaves feeling really sad and depressed, and they start thinking about their chemo treatment and maybe the loss of cutting off their hair, and they also start thinking about death. Then there's the other patient, who leaves the doctor's office and they decide to say, screw with what the doctor said. And they start to live their life again, freely, happily, eating healthier, going out, getting a lot of sun, exercising, and just being positive and keeping their spirits uplifted. 9 times out of 10, the person who left the doctors in a low state and a sad state of mind potentially leaves themselves to death. The other person, on the other hand, who was happy and decided to get their life back on track in a positive way, 9 times out of 10, they actually wind up healing themselves, because doctors don't heal you. You heal yourself. And any doctor out there in the world will tell you that the first step to healing yourself is by changing your mental thought process. How many of you know someone who is always constantly in an uproar, and they're like, oh, I hate my job. Oh, I dislike my life. Or, there's so many problems outside in the world. And, oh, I'm always so sick. Oh, and my body is always in pain. Doesn't that person normally continue to keep going through that? It's so true. I know people like that in my everyday life. I'm pretty sure that we all do. That person continues to go through that because they are attracting and they are focusing on what they don't like, and they are attracting it to them. The universe, the laws of attraction, do not know good from bad, right from wrong. If you focus on something, even if it's not what you want, you're going to get it. You have to change your thought process. It has been scientifically proven that we have about 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. So you literally cannot control every single thought that you have. but you can control how you feel about certain things. If something does not make you feel good that you're thinking about, change your feeling. Literally. If you see a crying baby and that baby is not making you happy, go think about a baby that actually makes you happy. Or it doesn't even have to necessarily be a baby. Think about something that literally makes you happy. And for our last example on negativity, many of us hate and dread having bills. Like, literally, no one wants bills. But when you constantly think about bills, you are going to constantly get it. Stop thinking about bills and start thinking about money. There are so many people who think about debt all the time. Oh, I gotta pay these bills. I gotta pay these bills. And the money is not coming in the way that they need it to because their thought process has not changed. So they continue to stay inside this element. Many people say for the New Year's, oh, next year I'm going to lose weight, or next year I'm going to start exercising, or next year I'm going to sign up for the gym. Next year never comes because they are not really truly dedicated to doing something. If you want to do something, the phrase always and always will be, why do something tomorrow what you can do for today? I think that's the phrase, but you all understand what I'm saying. There's no need to wait for anything. There's no need to feel like you have to put it off for another day. If you want to do something, you go ahead and you do it. Stop thinking negative. Stop self limiting yourself. It's unhealthy, and that's not the way that the creator of this earth planned for us to be here. I had a realization a few years ago that the creator of this earth gave us the air, the food, the medicines, everything that we needed to survive. Why would he want me to be on this earth in sin and have to suffer? That's just my point and my take on it. But we're all entitled to our own personal views. But I'm sharing positivity into the world, and it only makes sense. We are not supposed to be here in suffering and being poor and living in agony. The creator of this earth wanted us to prosper and be abundant and to be fruitful and to multiply. Stop being negative. Be positive. So, in order for you to start thinking positive and attracting positivity, you do have to let go of negativity. But then the next step is being gratitude or having gratitude for what you have. You literally cannot get more blessings into your life if you are not happy and grateful for where you are right now. There's literally no other way to say it, no other, scientific way or real educated way to say it. You won't get a better job if you're not happy and grateful for the job that you have. You cannot always be complaining about life and to expect to get something better within your life. Be grateful for what you have, and all of your dreams and your blessings that are supposed to be coming to you, they will start to show up. But gratitude and being thankful is definitely the second step to attracting what you want in life. You have to hold on to what you want because you attract what you think about. If you do not want negativity or any kind of downfall in your life, do not think about it. It's the easiest thing to do. It may seem really, really hard, but it's not. Many of us live in a state of fear and we have to get out of that. So, again, if you want greatness and joy and money and all of these, rich freedoms inside of your life, that's what you have to focus on, not what you don't want. Attracting positivity is literally not that hard to do. It is, again, been scientifically proven that it is actually easier for you to have a positive thought than it is for you to have a negative thought. For some reason, while we have been growing up, our parents instilled fear and negativity into us. I've probably did it sometimes with my daughter, but I definitely try not to because I'm a little more conscious and aware of it. And I've stopped doing it so much with my sons as well. And what I mean by that is that many parents have told us, like, hey, don't do that or you'll get burned. Don't do that or you can hurt yourself, or you shouldn't do that because these will be the consequences. When sometimes that's not always the case. There have been times where people have grown up, especially like in the 70s and 80s, and they reflect a lot of things over into their kids' lives. For example, as a mother of boys, there have been times where I have said to my kids, well, you probably shouldn't wear those sneakers to the park because someone will steal them off your feet. That literally does not happen like that as often as it probably used to have, but I was instilling fearfulness into my children, and we should not do that. You cannot tell your child, don't wear the nice things because someone's going to rob them. There are many people who actually wear really nice clothes all over the world, and they don't get robbed for these things. But, and I'm not saying that these things can't happen, but that's just a prime example, one example of how we instill fearfulness into our children. We're not supposed to do that. When you are unsure of what you want in life, you will literally get anything in life. This is why, again, with attracting positivity, you have to keep a positive mind. When you take a test in school and you are saying, oh, you know what, to yourself, you're saying to yourself, oh, I really didn't study, I might fail. 9 times out of 10, you normally fail because you didn't even install any positivity into yourself. Like, oh, you know what? You don't have to acknowledge that you didn't study. You can acknowledge and just say, you know what? I'm going to do the best that I can on this test. I'm going to try and I'm going to give this test the best that I can. I'm going to guess on some of these questions. And, the ones that I guess on, maybe 85% of the ones that I guess on are going to be correct. You might pass. I'm just saying, but you definitely have to instill positivity into your life. Think about what you want. If you want a car, you don't say, in due time I'll get that car. And, in a couple of years I'll get that car. You dream about having it now. In order for you to attract what you want, you have to imagine yourself having it. Like when they tell you that imagination is key, that's literally not a lie. It is the honest, God given truth. We are gods and we are allowed to create our own realities. It happens every single day. We create our own realities no matter what or anyone instills into our life. Everything that I have attracted into my life, whether it has been negative or positive, that was because of me, not anyone else. I might have allowed someone's influence to have an input on what I thought in my mind, but I attracted that. My son cannot control my world. I cannot control his world. This is why so many kids grow up into the world and they do whatever they want, even if they're being raised with their parents. They control their own destiny. I control my own destiny. We are all gods. We were created in the image and likeness of gods. What in the world makes you think that you cannot do anything that you put your mind to? Just saying. So again, anything that you want in life, if you want more money, you think about having more money. Don't tell yourself that you're going to be broke. Like, you should actually look up different affirmations. YouTube has a world of affirmations that you can say for whatever it is in your life that you are going after. When I was pregnant with my last daughter, with my last child, who was my daughter, I even looked up healthy um healthy and I can't really think of the word, but I looked up, like successful birthing affirmations. I said it throughout my whole pregnancy. I believed in myself, saying that, my delivery is going to go smooth and it's going to go this way. And my delivery literally went exactly how I wanted it to be. I've delivered all of my babies natural, and there wasn't anything that I was worried about. I knew that my daughter would have everything that she needed, that my boys were going to be safe and secure, and that this was going to be a growing experience and a wonderful experience for all of us. And it has literally been nothing but that. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So again, attract and think about, focus on what you want and attract what you want. Many of us actually, will have a thought process in our mind, and then because we don't see results right away, we give up within a couple of weeks. Most times, Manifestation, the laws of attraction, affirmations, those things take at least a month for you to start seeing some changes. You know, when you want to lose weight, I was doing it before. I was looking at the scale, not every day, because I am a person who has a scale inside my house. I just had this conversation with my mother and my sister, but I have a scale in my house. I put my mind to saying, I'm not going to look at the scale every day. Why am I going to do that? My weight is not dropping every single day. Like it's not happening. Once a week I would look at my weight, and before I was pregnant I was down to 168. I haven't been that weight since high school days. I told myself that I was going to get back to a certain weight and I was going to do certain things. And I literally did it. You can, again, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Do not waste your life not knowing what you want to be, because, again, as I stated earlier, you are only going to get chaos and you're going to be delivered with any and everything because you have no set plan for yourself. I tell my sons all the time, do not waste your teens and your 20s by partying and drinking and doing that. No, I like the old days when people were getting married, marrying their high school sweetheart, and starting families young, and not really young, but they were starting their families in their 20s, and by their 40s and 50s they were able to sit down and relax with their children and watch their children have children as well and be with their grandchildren, and you were able to be around and teach your families. Like, I think it's absurd that people are damn near retiring at almost 70 years old. What life do you have? That is not the way of the world. That's not how we are really truly supposed to be living. But to teach its own, anything that you want for yourself, you hold on to it and you keep it within yourself. And that doesn't mean that you literally don't tell the next person. No, because closed mouths don't get fed sometimes. You have to speak what you want and desire into your life. You have to speak it into existence. Not tomorrow, not a year from now. You speak about it now. So I just wanted to share a few quick things with you all real quick. I definitely hope you enjoyed the video, but for my little outro, I just wanted to tell you all that there are like audiobooks that you can actually get on YouTube, on Google Play Books. I am an avid Google Play Books user. I definitely buy books off of Amazon, and I, go to the library and stuff, and I definitely utilize books because books are our best friends, especially in our community. We have heard the phrase that if you want to hide something from a black person, you put it in a book because they think that we're not going to read. Um, don't be that person. Literally, don't be that person. Get up and read. It is the best thing, the best gift to yourself that you can do and educate yourself. And it's really a blessing. And it's the best gift, again, that you could give to yourself. One book I do not have, but I have the audio book, and you can actually listen to it on YouTube for free. It's probably about 7 or 8 hours. It is called The Manifest Your Destiny by Wayne Dyer, an absolute phenomenal audio book about manifestation and, again, how we are gods and we literally decide our fates. One of my most favorite books I had to order was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Unlock your master key to success. I'm sorry, I couldn't read it because of the reflection. But this book is by Dr. Joseph Murphy, actually. But such a phenomenal book. I probably listened to the audiobook about honestly, between a good 6 to 10 times. I've definitely listened to the audiobook. And then I am definitely one to do research. I love doing research. And I started looking up a few other people. This is a book from like 1940 something. The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Wonderful read. Very straightforward. And this you can find, Earl Nightingale, you can actually find many audio clips of him on YouTube now. White man has a very, very, very amazing speaking voice. do you some research, pick up a book, and even if you don't want to read about this, again, you attract everything into your life. Don't be that person to let your life pass you by and you're not living your life fully and not doing what you truly want to do. You're the master of your destiny, okay? I cannot say that to you enough. Again, you're the master of your destiny and you control your fate. No one else does. Instead of attracting negativity into your life, attract positivity into your life. Everything that you want. If you believe it and you can see it, trust and believe. It's already on its way to you. It's your girl, Ashley Rochelle, and I am